walk that I would normally do first thing in the morning. It's a little windy, as you can see from the trees moving, and so be curious to see. I know the wind's going to cut down the volume quite a bit. There's Lopey girl. Hey Lopey, what are you doing? So you gonna go for a walk? Huh? What do you smell? What do you smell? Huh? Psst. Psst. I got your tail. I got your tail. I got your tail. Alright, let's go. More power lines. Check those out. Alright, so this is the 1 block long street called Ford Street. It's one of my favorite streets just because it has a lot of really beautiful homes in it. This was the original estate house, and then they would have had their horse barns back here. 2 lesbians owned this building and then decided to renovate the horse barns into their house and then rent out the entire, I think there's 3 apartments probably in that building. But of course the city fought them for years and years and years. So this particular area, if you change anything, the city fights you. And so that's why they tried to make it look as much like a horse barn as it probably originally did. But it's really kind of a cute little house with, very rare to see 3-car garage. That's extremely rare. And I think they got away with it because originally it probably had 3 stalls there, but that also means that nobody can park in that huge area, which in this area is quite a big deal. This is one of my absolute favorite little houses. One thing that you'll notice is as we walk by the houses, they're all rather tall. So here's the story, as opposed to those houses are fairly short. The difference is these houses were literally in the 70s, most of them were raised to allow for a garage. In some cases it was done as part of the earthquake prevention, but in other cases it was just done for the fact that these weren't originally built with garages. So hence these on this side of the street are up on stilts basically. They were raised up and a foundation and a garage was put underneath them. And in this case it's hard to know for sure what's always original, but it looks to me like it had something down here originally and then this height right here was the added height. Hard to know for sure, but interesting at that. And they all have this characteristic of, first of all, they have 99% of them have flat roofs. That one's an exception that has an A-frame roof. These all have flat roofs with this artificial trim. And as a matter of fact, you can see the real roof is back there at that level. And then they have just built this beautiful facade up on top to give the effect of more of a house there than there really is. Cute little houses, and again you couldn't touch any of them for under $1 million. But yet probably 30 years ago the Castro area, it's not really a city, it's called an area, or it's part of the Noe Valley area, but it's called the Castro area. Years ago these were in great despair. This was an old I believe I want to say Swedish, but that doesn't sound right. I know a lot of Germans settled in this area, but it had gone downhill significantly, and the original owners had all moved basically to the burbs. So 30 years ago, the gays started snatching these homes up for, sometimes just back taxes. Sometimes they'd pay $50,000 for them, and because they didn't look anything like they do now, they were really run down. So they fixed them all up, and here's another example. You know that this was not the original layout, that this was raised up again. So virtually all of these, that's been done to. There's 2 interesting homes that, this one they just put a new 2-car garage and did a total facelift of it. And it loses a little of its character when they do that. That house over there is brand new. There was a really cute bungalow there that they paid probably 600,000 or 700,000 for, and then of course they just demolished it and put 300,000 or 400,000 into a beautiful home, and there it sits. The wind doesn't seem to be bothering me too much. Come on, Lopey girl. We gotta get walking. I'm always curious, when this memory card gets full, does it just stop recording, or does it? I assume that's what it does. It wouldn't write over. Come on, Gopher. I know you like to eat that. Let's keep walking. Very similar theme on all of them. Very charming. This is a great addition that they put on this one. Occasionally one of the doors will be open and I can see there's an office in the back of it. He's a licensed electrician and works out of his house. This is a cute little house with lots of flowers in front. Hi, Rocky. Hi, Rocky. How are you? No eating the grass. Come on, let's go this way. Oh, thank you. No. You'll look at it as.
What is he, pit bull?
Yeah.
Is he mixed or something?
Well, he's American Staffordshire, which is different than a standard pit bull. They have a little longer muzzle, a little taller, not quite as stout. We think around 9. Yeah. What's you smell? Huh? What do you smell? I'm sure you don't really care to see Lopey pee. A block-long apartment complex, that is something you do not see in this city. That was probably built again in the 70s or something, where there was a lot of homes that were just not savable, and somebody was able to develop it, was able to buy up literally the whole block, because otherwise, that piece of land alone would be $10 or $20 million if you bought them up individually at today's prices, and that's probably not unreasonable.
Oh yeah, that's true. I can get my hands on that. I'm actually going to email her tomorrow.
Hello, puppy.
I was trying to find a bath.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed the tabletops, the formica on that tabletop. That was the same material that we used at the fish store when we refaced the face of all the fish tanks. I'm sure you don't remember seeing that, but when I walked by there the first time, I just had to chuckle because I'd never seen that anywhere else. Nice bike shop there called Refried Cycles. I can't even get it out. Laundromat on the corner, big school. Come on, Goof. That's a big one. Alright, time out while Lopey takes a dump.